Hey guys, and welcome back to the Spruce and Linen channel. I'm Janelle, and today we're going to talk about passementerie weaving. So this is normally a decorative or ornamental edging that you would see on like older couches and that kind of thing, but it actually is a really cool technique to use for a woven wall hanging. So let's get started. Now, you can really go down the rabbit hole on Pinterest or Google when it comes to passementerie, and I'm sure that word is much more elegantly said in a French accent, which I do not have, so I'm gonna stick with passementerie. Now, this is, like I said, normally like a decorative edging. It even includes tassels. I'm gonna show you a way to use it that you could have it as the focal point of a woven wall hanging. So I've just kind of warped my loom here about 3 inches wide. You can really scale this up according to what you want to do with it. But I'm going to be showing you a really simple way to do this. But like I said, there is some beautiful and very intricate versions of this that you can find on Pinterest. And if you don't follow me on Pinterest, you can do so. There's a link in the description box, and I created a board dedicated to passementerie because there's some really cool stuff out there. Now, when it comes to this technique, you're going to want something like a plied cotton rope to do this because you need it to be stiff. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to create this neat little pattern kind of like that. So that's why you want something stiff, because it's going to come out beyond your warp and you want it to be able to sit out on its own without kind of flopping over. I'm just going to get started with a few rows of plain weave, and I'm just using a chunky yarn. You can decide what weight of yarn you want to use for this, and this is a very basic version of this technique. And like I said, if you check out my Pinterest board, you can see some really intricate designs, but we're going to just stick with the basics today. Now that we have a few rows of plain weave, I'm going to put in this rope, again with plain weave, just opposite of that last row. And I'm going to just let that tail hang out. So then after that, I'm going to go in with a few more rows of plain weave. And then I just looped around this yarn on this last warp string just to kind of fill in the gap over here. Now I have a few more rows of plain weave in. I'm going to put my rope back in as well. So just again, with more plain weave. Now we're going to let this be a loop on the side. So you can decide how big or small you want that loop, and just tuck it in there and let it hang out there on the side. Then you can go back in with more plain weave. So once again, going in with the rope, and I like to just kind of try to mimic this same curve on each end. And then let's say that this is the top of where you want to end this, so I'm just going to snip it off kind of in line with that loop. And then same on this side, I'm going to just trim off a little bit here. So like I said, there are tons of much more intricate versions of this. I just wanted to show you a very basic version and kind of get outside the box and literally outside of the warp. If you want to see more techniques like this where we're kind of utilizing the space around the weaving, let me know in the comments below. I've even seen this done as 2 separate pieces that are just connected by the rope, which I think is really beautiful. So if you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments below. Alright you guys, so here is a super easy and basic passementerie technique. If you use this technique, please tag me on Instagram and use hashtag #SLWeavingClub so that I can see and share your work. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Spruce. I better make sure am I filming? I'm so paranoid. annoyed about that. I don't want to do this whole thing and then find out I have to redo it.